pond basically is just a good stock tank. It ain't much for fishing. Of course, it's been real dry. It would normally have probably another 4 foot of water in it, or 6 foot of water in it, it looks like. At least 4 foot. Depending on how deep it is in the middle. There is shade. And this is coming to the end of one of the driest drought summers. So anything that still had water in it, not bad. Sit down here and shoot turtles. Get rid of a bunch of them. Stock it full of fish. This is the back pasture. This is a beautiful pasture right here. So the deal going across the wash that goes through the middle of it is the dam of the pond. That's how you get across. Evidently they got some pretty good rain over here. Look at the green and how tall the grass is. That's the same grass we got over there in Franklin. Same grass. So I'm walking the whole 18 acres. Yeah, big trees. Big water oaks. That's water oaks there. Look how thick this grass is. So I think there's nothing wrong with this property. The ravine going through the middle of it really doesn't hurt the property that much. I mean, put cows on here, they'll be going down in it and trimming it up and keeping it clean. I just don't think it has a back fence row. We'd have to fence the back side. Barbed wire, T-post, of course. And I've been checking the property lines with that app, but right back in here would be a good place to put a deer feeder. And as it is, they don't hunt it. They don't put deer feeders in here anyway. But this is entire pasture is part of it. And the woods right here. I don't know how far back in the woods the property line is. I gotta check it real quick. There is a fence in those woods. We need to walk it to verify it is solid. But I think the challenge to that fence being solid all the way would be where it crosses that ravine. But it's a barbed wire fence going through there. It's old, but it's going through there on that one end, coming off that corner. It looked pretty good there in that location, but it's so thick right here. I'm not dressed to go off in there and check it out. If we got serious about it, I would have to come out here with some jeans and boots and walk off in there and check it out. Some cedars on the place, quite a bit of cedar. Oh, there's a fence right there. I see barbed wire, about 20 feet in. Yep. going through. So this is I'm about 20 feet in from the. So we're really, only woods we have really, most of the woods we have on the place is the stuff that's in the ravine. I didn't know they had a country boy out here looking hog trails through here too. See here, okay. There's the fence, and it's good and strong right there. But it meets the ravine right here. That's where it ain't strong. There'd be a trail going right down in there. So, where there's, well, I see the barbed wire going down in it. It's going up and down it and following it. I see T-post. Damn. Cut this video off at 3 minutes and start it right again. Part 2 of 3-minute video spurts. Walking the back edge. Can't really walk through there. The ravine goes through that. Ow! Found my first briar. Okay, wasting time. Let's move. Okay, briar's out of leg. Starting again. Following the ravine back up to the pond. Pond dam is the crossover. It ain't flatland. When you don't have flatland, you have ravines. That's just part of life. I bet you could bail this. All right, still walking back toward the pond. Okay, that goes on back up. The woods follow both sides of the ravine. The ravine ain't as deep on the upper end. And this is the trail that takes you from one side of the ravine to the other, and that is the pond dam. There's a drain tube right there sticking out, and that's how high it is, sticking out right there. There's not another one any lower. This one should be extended on further, and maybe some concrete put in there to keep this road from eroding anymore. But the water goes through. I'm assuming if it's a big enough flood, it just go over the dam. It don't wash out. It don't look like it does. It's had trees on both sides of it. The roots are holding on to the deal. Looking down into the pond. Put some of that blue dye in there and that'll look really good. See, I don't know how far the fence goes down in that. I'm pretty far away from it now. Except if I was dressed right, I could explore, but you gotta think about it. When you get on 18 acres, a ravine going through it don't really bother you much. Because you got two sides of the property that are good. Ravine is just a kind of divider, divided into two halves, north and south. Another comes up on a high hill here. Telephone poles way over there at that tree line right there, and that'll go back over to where the house is over there on that end. This ain't as long as the land in Franklin, but it's more square. So this is, something's wrong with the fence here. Because I think the property line shows it as straight. I'm just not for sure. I mean, it comes over here like this, and it makes a corner here. But I think on the maps it shows it differently. I would definitely want it surveyed. But the fence goes back there. It's too tight to walk down. I need to watch out for snakes. Probably rattlesnakes. fence goes on back, so I'm sure it goes back and meets a corner. I'm sure they're going to say the place is 100% fenced. Verification needed crossing this ravine. There's an old boat. Why the hell they had a boat like that over here? Sandy soil. I can hear where this pond dam is. Like they dug out some red clay. A little jog in the property line. This is it. But I thought it seemed like on the deal it showed it going in and jogging the other direction. It's kind of, and this is really crooked, so I'm not sure whoever put the fence up put it up correctly. T-post laying back there. The house is way up there, really up in there. I'm gonna walk this property line and just go out to the road and walk back to the truck. I'm at 4 minutes. I'm gonna shut off and start again. Coming in after the last 4 minute one. Here we go, continuing walking. Yeah, I'm thinking this, I don't know, the property line shows it crooked. It shows it crooked here. And they may have did it because the ravine turns. There's a ravine right there. They may have just, barbed wire needs to be fixed. Tightened up. They may have just avoided the ravine and said, fuck it, I don't need to fence it. Sucks for this property owner. The other property owner doesn't have to really abide by property lines because he's got a fence that kind of, but what would he do? You know, crawl through that ravine? That ravine turns and goes around behind the property. I'm just following right in here going this way now. That's what they did. They followed the edge of the ravine. So the ravine didn't keep going straight, it turned. I have a feeling property lines past the barbed wire fence a little bit. That's pretty good sized deer tracks. Walking along this back fence row. Man, that briar that got my ankle a while ago itching. A little bit of fence issues, some wires. This needs to be fixed. The posts are there and the wires just loose and scraggly. Something going on right here. Something about the fence jumps back into the woods again right there. Like I said, they following the ravine. I think the property line's dead in the middle of the ravine is the deal. I think that's what it is. The ravine is the property line. So, it's a pretty deep ravine back over here. Now this is the woods that would be all on the property. Kind of close to the road, and they ain't got no deer feeder out here. Ain't been doing no hunting unless they just come out and shoot one or something. But in reality, the trailer house up there, barn dominium, would go good right on the flat spot of this hill right here. And it'd be about 200 feet from the road right here. There's a power line pole right there. So power would come in from there. I wouldn't want it right on the road. They just hug the road. I wouldn't want to go around behind this right here. Right there. Or maybe in between that and the other deal. So, okay, so they got the fence goes off in there. It looks like it's 100% fenced, to tell you the truth. The ravine goes right through there. Fence needs to be repaired. So, that would be before cattle could come on here. Another thing, there's no cattle and it hasn't been cattle on here, so I'm not for sure if, so Up the hill is where the trailer house is, past my truck there. That ravine comes in here, but I'm not sure where the actual corner of the property is in this area. This ravine crosses this road, goes that way. It gets deeper as it... Well, somebody cleared all this off. That's kind of good. Well, the power company has to keep it cleared. Look, it gets really deep. I mean, that's 40 feet down there. And that's how it is behind the property. Pretty deep. Not in all places. It's not on the other side of the property, just on this half. Goes through the center and then cuts right across the back end. I guess it's got culverts coming out there. And that's a straight down drop in there. Can't see down in there, but it's 40 feet down in there. I see water in the bottom of it. See if I can zoom in. There's water right there, the brown color going through the middle. Okay, you can see it shine off of it. Okay, so it's a big deep ravine. People live on top of the hill on the other side of the ravine, on this end by the road, not back that other way. It's your nearest neighbor. I'll check out the name on that lot and see what kind of people they are. Investigate them on Facebook or whatever I gotta do. So anyway, I did a lot survey. I think very worth $250,000. And I'm thinking the reason why I wouldn't go more than that is because the agricultural exemption would hurt us. Maybe 260. 260 is $13,000 an acre, and $25,000 for the trailer house and the outbuilding. That's about it. So that's what my offer would be on this property. It may take some land more off that $25,000 if the trailer needs a lot of work. If I'm gonna have to do shit just to live in it. The inspector finds a bunch of shit, and we'll use him to bring the price of the trailer house down. You know, $13,500 maybe per acre at most. So anyway, all right. Here I am back at the trailer house, a little building. Like I said, maybe this side of those trees for the barn dominium right behind it, right behind this fence. It's already, look, there's already a power pole brought in. And there's power brought into this fucking woods. That's very strange. Very strange. I didn't see a building in the woods. Huh. Anyway, there's a power pole here for another building. There may be something in them trees that I didn't check. Maybe I need to go look at it.